Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday, right? Let's start a whole new week together. I hope you're doing okay. If you're sitting in the office, tune in. Let's have a little bit of fun together. But I had this whole different topic this morning, and then I saw something on Facebook, and I just said, you know what? We're going to talk about spiritual business today because as everyone knows, I did write a book on how to build your spiritual business. So I'm a huge fan of it. Hey everyone, this is my 100th broadcast. Woohoo! It's not the 100th coffee with Colby, but it is the 100th broadcast. Good morning, Ivana. Good morning, Bronny. Nice to have you back. Hope you had fun on the water. All right. So, as everyone knows, I wrote this book, Leap of Faith, How to Build Your Spiritual Business. Now, why did I write that book? I wrote it because I worked as a tax manager for 14 years. And I saw thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs and businesses and them not understanding things like what can I deduct or how do I go about doing something. They didn't know the business side. Like, hey, there's a filing requirement. You can't just run this and not report it. And I also have a minor in mass communication. So it really came from the heart because I know when I was starting to build the business, there was nothing out there that was saying, hey, your business card should look this way or go ahead and do this. Like, there wasn't nobody talked about the word spiritual with the word business. So that's kind of where the idea of the book came from. And I thought, I'm going to lose this information. Like, since I'm not working as a tax accountant, that information is going to kind of go away, right? It won't stay as strong because I'm not up to date on tax laws and things like that. Although I have been updated, so I technically can still prepare a tax return. But at the time, that was the intention of writing the book. So again, it was just really to help others who just give them a little balance. Like, I know you want to do this and, you may not know the best ways. So here's some tips. Here's some ways to do it. But here's the thing that's starting to kind of bother me personally. So, and I don't think it's always been there because again, when I was looking to build the spiritual business, I couldn't find anything. So I do think that this is just coming about, but you have to tell me your thoughts on it, okay? I'm starting to see all these posts about spiritual life coaches, right? And do you want to make 6 figures in your spiritual business? And how do you do that? And they're making it so material. And again, I am all for us being successful, especially, with money and material. But, your intention for doing this work, it's got to go beyond the material. It has got to go beyond whether or not you're going to do it to make 6 figures. To me, that's not what it's about. We have enough grounding out there, right? This really, your intention, our intention has to be for healing, for helping, for connecting to realms or connecting soul to soul. Otherwise, we are not helping to raise the vibration. All we're doing is feeding it just using the spiritual business. Like we just have to be conscious. Isn't it our job to say, hey, we're more than this? Again, I'm not saying that we can't have nice houses and nice cars, boy, that one post, I couldn't find who did it. I would have called her out on it. It really upset me. I was like, hey, you guys, come on now. And there were some people saying, yeah, tell me more about it. It's like, no, come on. Yes, you want to dot your I's and cross your T's. Have a nice headshot. Yes. Yeah, have you not noticed all the nice headshots? Bronny's got to be feeling good as a photographer, but represent yourself well, but represent yourself because your intention is to connect and to heal and to raise vibration and to connect loved ones in spirit, or help someone align their chakras, or help someone with Reiki. Hi, Gail. Anything like that. But just remember, please don't lose your purpose. Please don't get so lost in all of these new spiritual life coaches or new people popping up that are doing all these things to make it material. Being successful at what we do, we can do that by maintaining our purpose, by maintaining the true intention. And right, exactly. It has to truly come from the heart, Richard. Absolutely. And that's what I want us to do, and it's hard. I mean, that's why, wanting to share, wanting to help people. But again, it's more for, hey, you do know you've got a filing requirement. You do know you have to report your sales tax. You do know that. Hi, Tiffany. So it's got to come from this heart-centered place. Are you making a difference? At the end of the day, if I don't have the biggest house or the biggest bank account or the fanciest car out there, I want to know, did someone feel inspired by something I said? Or was I able to help someone find their own life purpose, and that they went on to become financially successful and abundant? Because that to me is fulfilling. That to me is I've done my job. That to me is me fulfilling my life purpose. And that's what that if you're going to be a light worker, figure out what your purpose is. Figure out what you truly want, and don't lose sight of that. Don't get lost in all of this verbiage and all these workshops that are happening to tell you how you can build all these clients. Okay, let's talk about that. Do we want to build clients? Yeah, we do. But, and here's my big but, okay? Big but, because I'm very conscious of this. We do not want to build dependency. We should be empowering. If clients come to us, we should be helping them to empower themselves to look within, to empower themselves that they don't really need us, that they have the answers, that they have the connection, that they can do it on their own. Now, do we want to be there for them? Yes. Do we want to help people find their own light or be connected to their own light? Absolutely. But we don't want to build clients to the point that they are dependent on us, that they can't make a decision without us, or that they can't find their own healing without us. Of course they can. That's our job, is to empower, to raise vibration always. So if you're going to call in all these clients, just be sure that you're doing it from the right space, right from the right heart space, not from building dependency. We just don't want to build dependency, right? We just don't. I don't know about you, but I don't. And I want us to make sure that we're doing this with authenticity and integrity. This, if we're gonna raise this as a profession, if we're going to raise the bar of this work and make it as respectable as other professions, then we must work with integrity and authenticity around it. Now, that's going to be different for different people, but as long as you're really working from that space, then you're working from your heart, then you're working with source, and you're working with true connection. And so I'm hoping that we can all do that, because that's what's important. And another thing, and I was going to make this a different subject, but I'm going to just tap on it now. The other thing I'm seeing that people are doing is using negativity and fear to make someone want to get a workshop. You know, you'll seeing these things, telling people that they're doing something the wrong way, you know, using fear. You are missing out on blah, blah, blah because you're not doing this. 85% of the light workers are not capturing blah, blah, blah because you're not doing this. Anybody who uses fear to try to build a business, to try to get you to come to them by using fear, they're not working with the highest vibration. The highest vibration will work with love. Okay? It's going to work with love. They're going to tell you, hey, you can do this, but let's do it better, and here's how. Let's find how you can tap in deeper. You can get grittier. You can step out of your comfort zone. You can become yourself, right? Because you're different. But let's not use fear to build business, all right? Don't tap into someone's insecurities and in someone's fear in order to build your own business. Like, how is that working for the highest good? So, the highest good is about love. Don't you think? I don't know. How can it not be about love? Isn't it? The highest vibration is love. And to me, that is our goal. We're all trying to get to the love space and the understanding space and all of that coming together as unity. You know, thank you for the hearts. Yes. You know, I love my heart. So with you guys, all right, so when you're going, I know a lot of you may not know how to do something or you're trying to figure it out. We're all, let's just get this straight. We are all trying to figure it out. All right, nobody has it all. Nobody. And if they try to tell you they are, then they have stopped growing. Because if you're growing, it's a journey. We're growing, we're peeling back layers, we're blossoming as flowers, we're connecting with earth, with self, with soul, with spirit, with one another, right? So there can't be an end line. Because even if you were to say that end line is the physical we cross over, well, I personally believe that then the soul still grows and evolves, right? There's no finish line. I just don't feel that I really don't. I think it's an endless cycle. It's a beautiful cycle of growth, okay? And so nobody in the physical plane has everything, has it all, right? Because if they do, then they've stopped growing. Because we should always be looking. Now, some may have some answers to things that we don't. Maybe because of experience, maybe because of knowledge and learning. And that's fine. We can take that. And we should be taking that. We're supposed to learn from one another. Of course we can learn from one another. Okay? But anybody who is using these tactics of, I know everything and you're not doing it and you don't know what you're doing and you need to use me in order to figure it out, I want you to ask if that's truly in alignment. Because I would question if it is. I really would. I can't answer it for you, but I really want you to ask yourself if you're looking through that. When you're looking through that, when you're considering anything, you have to say to yourself, A, does this feel in alignment? And B, is it working off of fear or is it working off of love? So only choose things that are working from love, okay? So with that, for anyone who doesn't know, you know, I am doing this workshop. It's just a 1-hour thing. And it was like a Q&A. Hey, you guys, if you have questions, like if you're wondering how to do something, let's see if I can help you, right? That's what it's about. It's about knowing what I know to kind of see how it can help you. So that's 1 hour tonight. So you can look to see if that's something that fits with you, that feels in alignment with you. But if it does, you know, I made it $25, as cheap as I could, just to kind of actually pay for the platform itself. But, you know, it's about coming together. This is about helping one another. And if you're going to be in the spiritual business, can you just make sure that you are connecting and working with people and with yourself and others for the intention of true purpose? Oh, thank you, Bronny. Thank you, Bronny. With true purpose, with true intention. Because if we don't, you guys, we are the light workers. And if we lose sight of why we're doing this work, we're not going to raise that vibration. We're not going to bring professionalism, and we're not going to raise the standard of the industry as a whole. All we're going to do is follow in the footsteps of everybody else, and we're going to lose sight of what's important. So please, 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 don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You know what you're doing. You know what you want. Listen to your soul, listen to yourself, and let's raise vibration and raise a cup. Let's raise a cup. And oh my God, I love you guys. I can't even tell you how much I enjoy getting up and having these conversations every morning. I love looking at the comments. I'll go after the fact and read them. I try to reply to them. I want you, if you have an idea and you want a topic, you know, I want you to leave a comment for me. You know, leave something. Let me know what you want to talk about. This is us. Oh, there we go, Dana. Yes, I love it. Actually, I think I'm gonna, maybe I'll make a t-shirt that says raise vibration, right? Doesn't that sound like fun? Thank you, Lily. All right, you fabulous, beautiful, sexy soul light workers out there. You go out there and change the world today. You can do it. Raise vibration through a laugh, through a giggle, through a smile, through a wink. You go out there and share your beautiful, beautiful soul with someone. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.